there, it's Jo Fitzgerald at Tiny Sponges. Any of you who have been following my Tiny Sponges posts might have seen one of my latest ones, which is telling you that this weekend I'm up in Coventry. I'm at Childcare Expo, and I'm going to be watching a few seminars there given by leading educationalists. I think it's really important to stay current and to know what's going on in the world of education, and it's a real passion of mine anyway. So, and if what I know, I can then pass that on to you. So that's great. What I want to pass on to you this time is that I'm going to be going to one of the seminars about mark making. Now, for those of you that don't know, mark making is a really, really important developmental stage that your child will reach really, really quite early, and it's pre-writing. So basically, it's your child using their fine motor skills, their fingers, their gross motor skills, getting their arms ready to coordinate and get them writing. So really, really important. Mark making is the stage where you've got children and maybe they're, doing this in the sand. They're making lines and dots and all that kind of thing with paint. They love to use their hands, don't they? And so they'll be using their hands or holding brushes, dabbers, whatever, and just making marks on the paper. It's that kind of thing, using pens, crayons, all of that. And it's all absolutely brilliant practice. The more that they do, the better their coordination is going to get. The more those muscles are going to get used to making those movements. And so it's a really, really important stage, and we need to give them lots and lots of practice of it. And that's what I'm going to help you do in the next few videos. I'm going to show you some of my favourite ways of getting children mark making. And the ones that I'm going to show you are really doable in the home as well. You'll have most of the stuff just lying around, so it's going to be really easy. Right, so this first one I call On Your Marks. See what I'm doing there? All you need some vehicles. This is quite a nice size actually. They're, graspable by tiny hands. And all you need to do is get some sellotape and get a pen. I've got Sharpies because I'm a little bit obsessed by them. Obviously they're a bit permanent. So, if you've got like the washable felt tips, they're really good. Or a crayon or chalk, anything, anything that children can make marks with. All you need to do is put it on the back, sellotape it, make sure that it reaches the paper. That's what you need to do. And so you give these to your children. You've got paper here. I would rather do this on the floor because, it's more accessible for children. So you put loads and loads of little bits of paper on the floor, or maybe a big bit of paper. Or my favourite, especially with the vehicles, is, get a lot of A4 sheets, take them together on the back and make a road or a train track. Get them using trains as well. That would be really good. And then all they're going to do is they're going to make marks. Wow, look at this. Wow, how amazing is that? You're making marks on the paper, look. Wow, that's drawing. Look at this. Isn't that incredible? Shall we use another colour? What colour is this one? Wow, look at that. You're doing green. Woo! And they can have loads and loads of fun with this. It's a really good activity actually for boys, because boys sometimes are a little bit reticent to engage in things like mark making and the writing. They're not always like that interested. So using cars and vehicles, wow, all of a sudden the boys are there. The boys want to do it. It's really great. You can make it even more interesting by maybe taping a couple together. And then let's have a look what happens here. Wow, look, you're making 2 lines. 1, 2 lines. Can you go backwards? See, by doing all of this, you're giving them lots and lots of vocabulary. There's mass vocabulary in there. There's the colours. They're learning so many things just by this one activity. One activity. How amazing is that? If you're a little bit worried about, not remembering what to do, or it is really simple. But what I'm going to do at the end of every activity is I've made these kind of activity sheets for you. So it'll tell you what you need to do, the kind of language, that you could be using with your children, because that's really important. It also gives you an idea of what your child is gaining by doing this activity. There are so many things. There's maths, literacy. Literacy is actually mark making. They're getting all that physical movement as well. So there are so many development goals that actually you're helping them reach, and that's an amazing thing. You're doing that, and that's incredible. And the other thing that I put right at the bottom of the sheets of paper, the activity sheets, which I will post after the videos, is step away from the child. Just want to explain that a little bit. Step away from the child. For me, that means, you set these activities up and you don't have to be there right on your child's shoulder. If they ask you, of course, that's fine, and, maybe start out with it and then maybe step away a little bit and then just let them go. Because it's really important that we teach our children how to be independent learners. That's part of the whole thing. And by being independent learners, they're making those thought processes themselves. That they're actually in charge of their own learning. And that's really, really important. Plus, you're turning them on to learning. And that's really, it's vital. It's kind of what we're all about. So anyway, I hope you like the video. If you do like it, please share. It's a really great thing if I see you sharing, commenting, because then I know if I'm getting things right or getting them, absolutely totally wrong, and I can change what I'm doing, because I'm here for you. I want to help you engage with your children, turn them on to learning. So any comments, any shares, that's absolutely great. So, I hope to see you next time. So thanks for watching.